gente. Welcome to July and my first ever reading vlog. So I decided I'd do something a little different, a little bit of content. Yeah, so I'm gonna actually be doing this for the first week of July and see how that goes. And if I can do it and it's something I can handle, I'm gonna do more. For July specifically, I'll be on vacation in Puerto Rico, so I think it would be fun to, vlog there or whatever. Forgive my hair. I literally just got up. It's July 1st. My birthday's in a few days. Whoop, whoop. So yeah, I'm excited to do this. So I'm going to be reading 3 books today. Well, not today. 3 books this week, obviously. Which was, if you've seen my July possibilities, these were the ones I said are my most current books. I literally just bought these 3 books yesterday, specifically, from where I am today. So they're my newest sort of purchases, and most recent purchases, and I wanted to read them because I keep purchasing books and not reading them, and I feel like that's a problem. So I'm going to read these 3 this week is my plan. I want to read them before the catch-up-a-thon begins because I have a whole completely different TBR for them. So yeah, and you can see Sawyer. Look at him. Sawyer. Oh, he hates the camera. He's not gonna look. So, anyways, so what are my 3 books? I have Spy Family by Tatsuya Endo. This is volume 6. We've just met a completely new character. That's her, who's very interesting. And yeah, I'm gonna dive into this one. We're definitely into this story. I love how absolutely just comfortable and comforting and this kind of adorable, kind of even homey vibe. I just really enjoy how cozy this is, even though it is about an assassin, a secret agent, and a telepathic child, and all the trouble they get into because of those things. Anyways, so this is one. The next one is Cosmic Love at the Multiverse Hair Salon by Annie Mayer, or Marie. I'm not sure how to say her name, last name. I think it's Mayer. And this is the story. It's a queer love story. It's about 2 people so it's queer, it's a sci-fi, it's time travel. What is her name? It's about Tressa Faye Robinson, who's like hairstyle, very in demand. She ends up exchanging text messages with somebody, and then it turns out that person's been missing for a month. Like 2 of her friends show up and are like, she's been missing for a month. We don't understand. Meryl, I think, is the name of the woman. They've been missing for a month. So they're all trying to figure out what Meryl is. Meryl and Tressa continue to text each other and I think fall in love, and then they have to figure out how to stop Meryl from disappearing. I guess that's the goal. They can't seem to stop her from disappearing. Queer, sci-fi, time travel-y romance. I'm excited. Sapphic love. Love it so much. And then the last one is The Antique Hunter's Guide to Murder by C.L. Miller. So it's about Freya. What's her aunt's name? Carol. So it's about Freya, whose mentor and the antique specialist, right? Her antique dealer and mentor is murdered. And so she ends up having to go and figure out who murdered him, and she ends up teaming up with her aunt Carol, who's also an antique person. I feel like, and so they have to go figure out what's happening. End up at an old manor house for antique enthusiasts. Anyways, so this sounded fun. I saw it at the beginning of the year. I borrowed it from the library but didn't read it, and then it was at my local bookstore for $5.99. So I said, let me pick it up. So see if it's any good. So yeah, so those are the 3 that I'm going to try to read, and I think I'm gonna actually start with Spy vs. Family. I'm gonna actually try to do that today. I have a bunch of things to do. I have to go to the vet for, I'm fostering a little kitty, and he just had his vaccinations and was neutered, and he's a little poorly, not terribly. I think it has to do with his vaccines, but I want to take him in to have them check him out, and so I'm gonna do that. And while he's there getting checked out, I'll probably go to, I don't know if anything will be open. I was gonna say I'd probably go to the bookstore and like take this and read it there, or go somewhere and read this. I don't know if it'll be open because it doesn't open till later. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I might actually go to urgent care. I hurt myself really badly, and so there's this scar going down my foot that I'm not gonna show because it's gross. And so I might end up going to have it checked out and make sure it's, you know, healing properly and so on. So I'm going to have a busy morning. But I'm going to try to read some of this wherever I am. And then I will let you know when I am halfway through it. Hey, there's Cat Cat. You want to say hello? This is sweet baby Scat Cat. We're going to be taking him in today for a checkup. He's my foster kitty who I found a home for, so it's very exciting. But we're going to go ahead and get him checked. Oh, such a sweet boy. Looking for maybe a new bookcase, so I came to Goodwill real quick, just check it out. On anything for a bookcase. Nails all done. I love this color. I thought I'd get myself new manicures. My birthday's in like 3 days, so I'm excited about that. I'm still waiting for the kitty to be seen. He was a drop-off, so he could be seen anywhere from now till 2 o'clock. So I'm hoping they see him before 2 o'clock. I don't really feel like driving home and driving back, so I'm trying to like hang around, which is why I went to Goodwill. Got myself the mixture. That's exciting. And then I came to Cutie Nails here and got myself my manicure. I'd gotten a pedicure a few weeks ago and tried to match as best I could. And now I'm gonna head out and go to Mayfair, which is like a little sort of shopping center, like right across from here. Might grab something to eat. Maybe I'm a little bit hungry, but I am going to go to the bookstore. I think I'm gonna drop in and see what they've got. I really need to stop buying books. Remember, literally reading recently bought stuff, so probably should stop. But I thought I might get something from the cafe there and sit down and sort of read the book that I was talking about. I might go to Michael's because I might look to see if they've got any good cross-stitching stuff for myself, for me to kind of get, and maybe walk around a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. But yep. All right. Gonna continue my day. see in Barnes & Noble today. A lot of people. Hello, back home finally. Read a little bit of this. I got a bit distracted with my phone, which tends to happen. So yeah, I came home and still waiting for the kitty to be done with his drop-in appointment, so I could be waiting a while. Very excited. He's gotten adopted. A friend of mine is adopting him. I've been fostering him with some friends. So very excited for him. Yay. But anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and get into this a little bit right now that I'm home. I'm going to chill out. Might put something up to like listen to and just kind of hang out in my room here, in my little reading room, and just chill. My house is a mess. It's just a mess. That's another thing I've got to do today. Maybe like try to clean. I might have some people coming by to get the kitty. Strat cat is what we call them. And so I might want to clean up and make everything look kind of nice because they're going to stay for a day or two. Anywho, and I've got these ones over here just hanging out. Sawyer's just by the window. Hi, Sawyer. What are you doing? And Bonnie's right here. Hi, Bon. Hi, Sawyer. They're just hanging out with me, with Mom. Keep me company while I read. So, next day. Hi, everybody. July 2nd. Today. So, did I get to read a lot yesterday? No. I ended up watching this true crime vlogcast thing, which was really, really good. And so it's on YouTube. It's by Call Me Chris. So check it out. I might maybe put a link in the bio. Link in the box over there. If you want to check it out. But anyway, so I did that. I of course had to go back out and get the kitty, which I did. He's back in his and we're keeping him, fostering him. And then I had to get dog food and then come back and it ended up, by that time I was really tired, so I ended up just going to bed early actually. And this morning I got up early with the intention of doing a little cleaning and getting some stuff done. And then my fire alarm went off. We have a fire alarm in the building, like the whole building. All the fire alarm, like the big building fire alarm went off. So we had to run outside. The dogs are freaking out. So there was that. I had to go secure them in the car, and then I had to wait for the firefighters to get here. And it was, I guess, like a pressure. They were doing like they were cleaning the building with like the pressure cleaner things, the water pressure things. And I guess they hit the sensor for the fire alarm, and it set off the whole fire alarm. So that was something. And periodically I think they're trying to figure it out, and it keeps going off. Very, very short one though, not like it was this morning. So my poor dogs, I had to give them some anxiety medication. I did it because there's like a thunderstorm coming too, and they both get very anxious with thunderstorms. And I'm also not going to be here later today because I'm going to celebrate my birthday with some friends today. My birthday is actually July 4th, or the 4th of July, but one, I'm not celebrating the 4th of July because I don't feel like celebrating this country. I'm going to be fairly honest. And two, my mom and my dad actually both passed away on the 5th of July, about 7 years apart, which is crazy. So I'm not a big person. I don't really like to celebrate my birthday. I didn't like to celebrate it for a few years after my dad passed. I wasn't really into it, and then I got back into being able to maybe feel better about doing it. And then my mom passed away 2 years ago, this 5th, and I'm not really into going, but my friends are so lovely and they always want to celebrate, and I don't want them to feel bad, so I decided to do like a small dinner, and we're gonna go watch the 1984 Ghostbusters because it's out in theaters today, so that's a fun thing. So yeah, that's the plan. So all that, and I've been actually doing some editing because I want to get this vlog started, so I'm not like I won't have to do too much editing when it's done. So I've been doing that this morning, and I'm gonna actually right now edit my reading possibilities video so I can put it up today. Then once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and read because I'm gonna finish Rama today because that'll be really quick, and I want to start on one of the other books because I only really have about 3 days left today, right? Yeah, so with today it's like 4 days left to read those 3 books I wanted to read. So I really get got on. So I will let you know when I've read some of it, whenever that is. Oh, there is a thunderstorm brewing outside. And it got really dark really fast. It was not this dark, and it's a minute ago now it's getting darker and darker. Hope it's not too bad for my having to go out, but yeah. Okay, so I am halfway through volume 6. I'm hoping to actually finish it in just a little bit. Having a good time with it. It is hilarious as always, very funny. An introduction of Twilight, who is someone in love with the introduction of Nightfall, who's in love with Twilight, who's Lloyd, right? Anyways, she's absolutely hilarious. I love these mangas that are just over the top and really, really funny. Actually be done with it probably in the next 30 minutes or so. I only have half of it to go, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick my next book. So as soon as I'm done with this, I will come back, tell you how I feel about it, and then decide which other book I'm gonna pick. Finished! Yay! I'm done with volume 6. It was really funny. Got to know more about Nightfall and her thing for Twilight, and got to see the family be adorable and hilarious, and Lloyd and Yor get cuter. So it's adorable. Love it. So now I have about, what time is it? I'd say about an hour and some change. I'm going out for my birthday. My birthday is not till Friday, but I'm going out today. And I need to get myself ready, but I'm gonna pick my next book. So of the 2 that I still have to read, I'm gonna go real quick right now and decide which one I'm gonna pick, which one I'm going to pick. So I'm gonna go and read maybe the first chapter of each one of them, and then choose one, and then I will let you know, and then I'll have to go get ready. So okay, all right, done. These were both really, really this is good. Little murder mystery thing I liked, but I really, really, really enjoyed the beginning of this. It was very cute, with Meryl and Tressa Faye trying to meet but not being able to meet, and their banter was really cute. I love the banter, so I'm gonna probably go ahead and read this one first. So that's what I'm gonna pick up and read next. I'm actually gotta get going. It is time for me to start getting ready. The thunder's going crazy outside, so I probably should leave a little extra earlier than I was going to make it to the restaurant. But I'll put a little bit here, the restaurant, maybe. But if not, I will come back when I have read some more of the book. Happy Thursday. It's the day before my birthday, which exciting, I guess. Not really. I had a great time. It is, God, nearly 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I went out last night. I didn't take any pictures or any video, which I should have, but it was a really good time with some friends, eating dinner and going to see the Ghostbusters 1984 in the theater, which was awesome. But I had a really rough night sleeping. My tummy didn't feel well, and so I've kind of just been in bed all day long. I was gonna clean today, but I chose to just stay in bed and try to get some sleep. Which is the plus of being a teacher and being on summer vacation. Like, you have the chance to catch up, I guess. Although, you never really catch up on sleep. I don't know if you know that. Like, there is no way to catch up on sleep. If you lose sleep, you lose sleep. It's weird. Anyways, but it allowed me to start really reading Cosmic Love at the Multiverse Hair Salon. And oh my God, I love this so much so far. This is right now like 5 stars for me. I'm about 78 pages in, which I'm not really sure what that is. Not even a quarter probably yet. But it's so good. It's so good. I love the way that Annie Mayer has set it up, with it just being, I love that she's making it like a core group of people and friends who are trying to make sure that Meryl doesn't disappear. And then she has Tressa and Meryl communicating from the 2 different timelines that they're in through text, because that's the only way they can communicate. And I love it. I love her like dialogue, and I love the way she writes, and I love how this is so like speculative and so science fiction-y, but also just so like emotional. And I don't know, it's really, really good. I figure I might be able to explain it better later as I get into it, but I am really enjoying all of the different characters, and having like things happen that I wasn't expecting to happen, like Meryl's sister and one of her closest friends just sort of showing up and thinking Tressa Faye had maybe something to do with her disappearance, because things are happening now when they shouldn't be, because she's been gone so long. And anyway, it's like a whole, and so like it's really interesting because the stuff that Tressa Ray, she's in October, and she's exchanging texts with Meryl, who's in May at the time she's exchanging the text, and Meryl disappears in September, and they never hook up in May because obviously Tressa Faye isn't in May, she's in September. This is very convoluted, but all the things that just happened to Tressa Faye, like that day or a day before, happened months ago. So Meryl's family is thinking she's messing with them. She's thinking they're messing with them. But I really like that everybody kind of stayed calm and they talked about it, and they were able to see that this was happening in real time, even though it happened before, and they start remembering things happening twice. It's like really interesting. It's really so well done. It reminds me a lot of a movie that from the 90s or maybe early 2000s. It has an actor that I don't particularly love these days, but oh God, what was it called? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue, but it said like a dad and a son who are communicating over like a CB radio. Oh God, I can't remember the now, but like they're obviously like 20 years apart or something. Like they're big apart, and the dad had died like in a fire, and then like the son tells him about it, so dad is able to survive the fire. And so like once that happens, the son gets all these memories that he didn't have before, but he still remembers when his dad wasn't there. Same thing in the book. Still can remember everything before, like how Meryl disappeared the first time, and then they start remembering how she disappears the second time. So it's really super interesting. I really, really, really am enjoying this, and I'm hoping to get a lot into it, because I need to have it probably read by tomorrow at the latest, maybe tonight. If I'm gonna just hunker down and read it, I think I might do that. A good part of it is in text form, so in media form, so the reading of it is pretty fast. And now there's like different people's like I didn't realize there was gonna be different characters having their points of views on stuff. It's like I'm seeing different characters talking, so that's interesting. Anyways, So yeah, this is where I am. This is my clip for now. I might have another one later, but I am still feeling really tired. So this may be my only clip for today, unless I finish this tonight, and then I will talk about it real quick. But yeah, that's all. I'm just gonna hang out and get some rest and maybe read today. Someone's feeling some kind of way today. Understandably, we don't like all the fireworks and the noise. Do we, Sawyer? He also doesn't like cameras. Hello, everybody. So today is Friday, the 4th. It's my birthday, so happy birthday me. I'm always just hanging at home. I'm doing some stuff with friends today. I'll try to remember to take a few video clips or something while I'm doing that. We're not very into celebrating the 4th this year because, well, we all know why. But we are into letting my friends celebrate my birthday. My mom passed away 2 years ago tomorrow, so literally the day after my birthday. So it's always like it's gonna be a difficult time. I don't really feel like celebrating it, but my friends are so sweet and like kind, and I kind of want to let them be nice and kind. So I'm gonna celebrate a little with them. They always let me do what I want to do. So, which is nice. Which is just quiet stuff like take in some, get some takeout and just hang out in somebody's house and watch movies or play games or just hang. I don't particularly like to celebrate anything like this hugely. Anyways, so I wanted to hold on a minute. It's behind me. Let's see. I am almost halfway through Cosmic Love at the Multiverse Hair Salon, and I'm loving this book very, very much. So I think and I'm going to talk about this a little bit later when I'm done with it and I talk about my thoughts on it. So far, though, it is still a 5-star book for me because of how wonderfully the characters speak about the possibility of multi lives, that were layered on top of each other, and like the universes, and that they aren't necessarily as different as you would think, and how you experience or feel maybe every universe even though you don't realize it. I like that because this is without this sort of angle of it being without the angle of this being a multiverse, time traveling sort of like sci-fi loophole of a novel. It would feel very sort of too quick in the sense of like love, which I don't love insta love, not really. I'm not a big fan. I'm not against it. I can read it, but it doesn't do much for me. But because it's almost like Tressa, Faye, and Meryl, and not just because they have met at different times through their times and don't know that until that's happened. So like whatever the present time is, when it catches up, it comes up with new memories. You understand how they connect so quickly at the beginning, because now you're thinking, wait a minute, so have they been connected way more than we think they've been connected? So there's all that. So like you feel like, yes, this feeling that they have, that they know this person and they have like this connection with this person, makes sense if they have had connections previously in other like multiverses, which just kind of floods or bleeds through into this particular verse that they're in. So I love that, to sort of help with the sort of like how quickly they connect, but also their connection is just so warm and sweet and funny, and I really, really enjoy the characters, and I love how very different they sort of are, and I appreciate Merle's very sciencey brain just going full throttle and figuring out what's going on by taking all these chances that I probably wouldn't take if I'm involved in some sort of weird multiverse thing, because I'd be afraid of changing things too quickly. But that's another part that has been really interesting. I've started to get worried because there were like quick chapters in between their story where it's the other characters that are important in here, like their best friends and their, you know, family, that we're getting really quick glimpses. And at first I didn't understand, but then I realized that what was happening was that because they're changing things, their families' lives are also changing, but not like in a huge way, in very small ways. Or I'm hoping that nothing huge happens. Like, I'm hoping this isn't going to turn out to be a bad thing and we collapse some sort of universe, which is what they're thinking happened and why Merle disappeared. So it's all very convoluted or whatever. So it's very thinky. I love it. It's so like complex, and I love complex fiction that gives me, I guess I particularly love complex fiction that gives me sci-fi romances, because sapphic romances, because I mean, This Is How We Lose the Time War is one of my favorite books ever, and that is quite complex and a wonderful sapphic love story. So I'm enjoying that. But anyway, so that's where I am. I am about halfway through. Uh-oh. Almost lost my place. Oh my gosh, no. Yes, I am about halfway through. You can see where it is. I'm going to read a little bit more, actually get to the actual halfway part, and then I'm going to have like a breakfast. Well, it's like 10 o'clock now, 10:30. I got up late today, so I'm going to have a brunch, I guess, or something, whatever. I'm going to have a little bit of something to eat, something yummy for my birthday, and then I'm going to go back and see how much I can read before I have to head out for my birthday celebration. So I will catch you up and let you know if I actually manage to finish this before I have to leave, because I think I'm going to take a break and eat something and watch a little TV, and then I'll go back to reading it before I head out or start getting ready to go. So anyway, I am loving it so far. Hola, mi gente. So today is Sunday, right? Sunday, July 6th. I didn't really record anything yesterday. July 5th is a very hard day for me, so I just sort of hung out at home and didn't do anything. I did read a little bit of the book, and so I am actually about 75% through Cosmic Love at the Multiverse Hair Salon. Still really loving this. I should be finished with it today, and I'm going to try to get to the Antique Hunters today. I'm going to extend my time to read my just bought books one more day, but I'm also going to start reading today my first book for the Ketchup-a-thon. I'm going to participate in Books and Jams, Krista's sprint to begin our Ketchup-a-thon. Ketchup-a-thon. I'm also going to wear my shirt, so I'll probably show that to y'all later as I'm wearing it, but I will come back as soon as I'm finished with this, and then I'll talk a little about the other book and finish this vlog up when I finish with that book. But I'm also going to be doing the second vlog, because I was thinking of vlogging my Ketchup-a-thon at the same time, so I might be doing that as well. So that should be interesting. But yeah, just wanted to say, almost done with that book. Hoping I can finish all the books I wanted to finish, the current books that I have. I've also ordered a completely new bookcase because I just have so many. I also have a book haul that I'm going to do for my birthday. I got some books for my birthday, so I'm going to share those with everyone, the books that I got for my birthday. I'm excited about that. That'll be a tiny video, but I am going to need a little more room on my shelves, so I'm gonna get one just like this. I ordered it, which I'm gonna put on the other side. So it's gonna be on this side, and the other one will be over there on that side. And yeah, I'm excited about that. I also ordered a smaller sort of 3-tier bookcase for my living room, because one of my birthday things with Major, maybe I'll show what I got for my birthday haul. Well, there's a couple of really cool things. One of my birthday presents, I'm going to need to put it in the living room and I've been meaning to get a new one, so I did that too. So I got one that looks sort of like that one, except it's in like sea foam, because that goes more with my like living room vibe. So yeah, got a couple of new stuff coming in. But yeah, that's all. I just wanted to say hey, and then I also have this like list. Here's my list of for the week, my chore list and my tech chore list. So it's pretty long. So yeah, I have a lot of lists. So that's what I'd like to do in the week. I'm supposed to be going to Puerto Rico next weekend, like next week. So I want to get like all this stuff done before I leave for Puerto Rico and be ready. So, yep, that's it for now. I will catch up with you guys when I'm done reading the rest of the book. So I am finally done with Cosmic Love at the Multiverse Hair Salon by Annie Mayer. I want to sit on what my star rating for this is, because I feel like I'm between a 4.5 and a 5. Like, this is so good. This is so very good, and it's so like a little bit different, you know, and it is a full-on romance. Like, I wasn't 100% sure, but it is. It's a full-on romance. I love that. But it's, you know, it's just multiverses and like not just the love of like, you know, Meryl and Tressa Faye, but like all the love that you find in life, like your family, your friends, the relationships that you make, the family that you find, and just finding each other. And I was just so, it was so good. Like, I'm sure I'll review it when I do my July wrap up or something. But there was just so much in here that was just so wonderfully, I don't know, wonderfully moving and touching, but also very sciencey. This is very timey-wimey. If you're a Doctor Who fan, this is extremely timey-wimey. And there's like I like the parts where you got glimpses of all the other characters' lives in other verses and other multiverses, and I was just so well done. It was so good. I think it's a 5. I think it's a 5. I just think it was so well done. And I just like really enjoyed it. I think it's unique, and I'm doing the whole waffling between 4.5 and 5 because I don't feel that deep thing I felt for something like This Is How the Time War. This Is How We Lose the Time War, but I also think it's because of the formatting of This Is How We Lose the Time War that I like loved it so much. And it's not quite how I felt about, oh god, I can't remember the name of it right now. Rules for Ghosting, which I read at the beginning of this year and I absolutely love. But I think that one really talked about grief in such a way that it really hit me. And this, I had such a great time reading it. I read it so quickly. I read it in 2 days. And that for me is really quick. Like sometimes I can sit down and read a book in one sitting, but most of the time it takes me a minute. But I really got through this really quickly. And I really loved the characters, and I was just rooting for them. I was rooting for Tressa Faye and like Meryl, and I was like, I really hope this works. And it was just it was made you think a lot, and it was very, I had a lot out about faith and about belief and about fate, and it was really philosophical in ways. So I don't know. There's a lot going on. I don't know that everybody would love it. I do think it has an appeal. Like the romance is a great appeal. It's really funny. The dialogue, I will say this, Annie Mayer writes fantastic dialogue between her characters, and the characters have amazing chemistry. All of the characters, but especially obviously Meryl and Tressa had just phenomenal chemistry. The love scenes, the spicy scenes were spicy. Very. I want more books like this. I want more sapphic books like this, with these vibes and these just feelings, I would love more. And I would definitely pick up anything else Annie Mayer decides to write. So that was my quick little thing. I'll talk about it, I guess, again in my wrap up. And yeah, so that's it for now. I'm going to get some things done. I will be joining the catch-up-a-thon tonight. So I will film a little bit of that because I will be reading the last of my new books thing during catch-up-a-thon. I'm going to be reading one of my books that I'm catching up on as well because I want to, actually do that as well. But I'm going to finish the Antique Hunter's Guide to Murder. I'm going to sit down and read it today. And I think I can finish that one today, actually. And I think that's my goal, get it done. And then I'm going to get started on whatever I'm going to read for catch up on that. So I'll come in and do that real quick and have a couple clips of that, maybe. And then I will let you know when I'm done with that. And hopefully I'll be done with this vlog. So see you soon, hopefully. Hi. Oh, what is it? Oh, I know. Sweet little Bonnie. My sweet Bonnie. Okay, so I am actually finishing up this vlog right now. The last one that I was reading recently purchased, right? So my last one that I was trying to read was The Antique Hunter's Guide to Murder by C.L. Miller. I'm DNFing this. I got about 65 pages in, and it's only about 250 pages or something like that. It's 70 pages, whatever. So what is that? Maybe a quarter through it or whatever. It's just not for me. I don't really like the style of writing. It's not engaging me. I don't particularly care that much about the characters. I don't know how much C.L. Miller knows about antiques. It doesn't feel like she knows much because it doesn't have anything super interesting. And it's just, more talking about being an antique hunter than really being one. And I didn't particularly like it. I don't know. There's nothing about it. It's like a small town, but you don't really feel much with the small town. I don't know. Didn't care about the characters. So I've decided I'm going to DNF it. And, it was only $5, so it's not so bad. I'll go ahead and pass it on to friends of the library, donate it to the library. For somebody else who might enjoy it. I didn't get on with the style of writing for Miller, and I just didn't find anything about them. It's like the clues were really just not very good, and it just didn't feel like it was. I didn't understand anything about, there was nothing to indicate what the mystery was about, and you kind of felt like the clues were pretty simple. So when the main character no, that's the aunt. I don't remember what when the main character Freya was just like solved it. She was like, oh, and then she's like, yes. And then I was like, girl, yeah. It was just kind of, I don't know. It was, I just don't particularly like it. So gonna definitely pass on this one. It's a series, so I will not be continuing. And so that's it. That puts me at the end of this vlog, which I'm so excited about. This is my first ever real reading vlog, so I hope you guys enjoy it. To recap, I did read 2 of the 3 books that I purchased. I DNF'd one, so I read Cosmic Love at the Multiverse Hair Salon, and I read Spy vs. Family Volume 6, which were both really, really good, and I had a good time reading those, so it was not a complete bust. Sadly, this was, but, pass it on to somebody else who will enjoy it. And yeah, that's it for now. I will see you in my next vlog. I am going to be vlogging all of July, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Please subscribe, leave a comment. Did you read any of these books? Did you also like them? Did you like this book? Tell me what you might have liked about it or not liked about it. I would love to hear from everybody, and I will talk to you guys in the next vlog. Bye.